Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, today we're going to talk about the letter R. Now, this is quite a tricky letter in English because when it comes at the end of a word or even in the middle, the letter R seems to disappear. For those of you who know me, or have had lessons with me, you'll know that my thing is all about how you speak and how to speak better. I really love presentations and helping you to improve how you speak. So, from those words I've just used in the last sentence, you can hear that the letter R is almost silent. Let's look at some of the words I've just mentioned there. Word, there, here. And in direct contrast to that, you can hear a heavier R in the word presentation. You can hear the R there, presentation really is present. However, notice the R again is missing there at the end of however. In received pronunciation, the letter R is not always present. In fact, many times it's silent. The only time it's not silent at the end of a word is if the word itself is not English. We have lots of words in the English language which did not originate in the UK. So in those cases, you can expect to hear a very hard R. When you do your shadowing, just begin to notice how people pronounce the letter R. You'll notice the letter. So the R is almost gone completely. Speaking about received pronunciation, our Queen was very famous for using it. But before you all get too excited, received pronunciation isn't really used amongst ordinary people these days. And there's a big debate with linguists who are wondering whether received pronunciation has changed or whether the way the new king speaks is really received pronunciation. Linguists often question whether the Queen's speech was actually received pronunciation because it seems it has changed over the years. I'm telling you all of this because some people believe there is a perfect. Do you hear the R has disappeared there again? Some people believe that there is a perfect accent in English and that way somehow is more dominant or more correct. And that's not true. Yes, there is a received pronunciation that's often used by people in the South, usually aristocrats, politicians. You can hear it sometimes with people who've had a very particular form of education, but it's not considered very common these days, and people who speak it usually are trying to make a point that perhaps they're in a better position or they are somehow more educated than the rest of us. One of our prime ministers, Theresa May, was kind of expert at that. She used to talk using received pronunciation and then suddenly launch into a kind of strange accent, which clearly was the real one. Margaret Thatcher, again, she used to speak very, very well, and our current Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, he also uses a very polite and type of received pronunciation. I haven't heard him breaking away from that, but I'm sure he does, especially when he gets upset or excited. So there we are, the letter R. So feel free to play with that, and do remember that in the English world there's loads of accents, and one is not more correct than the other. Bye.